Hello, good morning. Just about, it's like 2 minutes to 12. Happy Vlogtober. It's the 16th today, and yeah, just moved from the living room to my room. Crack on with jobs because they're doing balcony bits. They're just moving on to my neighbour's balcony, which is right by my room. Thankfully they're removing tiles, so we are doing some jobs that are fun today. I'm using my Taylor Swift CD and cardigan box for storage because it's really pretty, and my tights holder that I had hanging up it's just ripped and knackered and it's too heavy and it doesn't work. So instead I'm going to roll up my tights and have them really pretty in my Taylor Swift box. Thankfully they're all still pretty much as were, so I've just got to fold them and then they are rolled. Yeah, so I'm going to reuse this as a really cool storage box for tights, and it sits nicely under my clothes rail. So, but yeah, we're doing the house jobs today as well as, I'll just turn around, resting, and there's no denying I feel a bit rough. Keep saying that, but you know, I do, I feel a bit rough. But yeah, oh, by the way, all my tights are from Snag. It's just, they make tights that fit me. Yeah, so doing some house jobs. I've already started. I've done a wash load. I've just done a whole load of recycling out my room. I know there's still rubbish on the bookshelf, so I've got to do that. Done a whole load of weird rubbish throw out, like I've just got rid of the old weird lumpy pillows I've replaced with the new ones. Some pans that were just old and gross, I don't know why I kept them. I know, weird guilt obligation. And then also what else did I get rid of? Oh yeah, mixing bowl. I know it was one of the sort of nice like brown on the outside ones, but the inside was so cracked on the inside, you know, where just that porcelain naturally crackles. It was, yeah, it was dark, so stuff had got caught in it and I was just like, no, that's gross. And I had a nice one that's coloured on the inside, it's pale yellow, and that is perfect. So I'm like, we are gonna keep the nice one. Don't need loads of mixing bowls. I've got metal ones that I prefer because they're easier to clean. So yeah, I'm gonna have to double layer these tights. Yeah. Not the end of the world. But yeah, no, so we're just doing some jobs. I have put away Ryan's clothes. I'm gonna fold away and put away mine. I put some bits up to hang, like the new waistcoats. I've left my new Christmas pyjamas on their hanger they came with, and I've just hung them up for now. It looks really smart having hanging pyjamas, it's so fancy. I tried the jeans on, they didn't fit quite right. I'm sick to death trying on jeans that don't fit, so I'm just gonna, I'll say Ryan is going to return them for me tomorrow because he's a sweet bee. The communal workshop he goes to is near Sainsbury's, and if I walk him through it on the phone he can return them for me. So yeah, so he's going to do that. He's currently off at boat club because it's Thursday. I was going to get a bus, but it was taking ages to appear, so I chucked him in a taxi again. So, oh, these are my favourite tights. It's so good, it's such a good colour. But yeah, so the only thing I know, I've got two of the same colour. I think they're the same colour. They're pretty much, I think this one's a tiny bit darker, but not really. Don't know why. That's what happens when you order things and you don't check what you've already got. But Hey, oh, you know, so we're having a nice chill day today. That should be fun to get them rolled. There we go. Tights are actually fitting really well in this vlog. Yeah, just gonna take it easy because I will just, yeah, don't feel. I did a wash load, or turned on the wash load I put in last night, and then just went and laid back down for an hour. Also, my hair is very big today. Just, it doesn't want to go down. So we're just gonna embrace the bigness, or just chuck it in a clip. I can see a clip happening. But yeah. But we're doing little jobs today that kind of make a difference. So in between bits that I have bought in my crochet project. I knew the battery was going to go, so I bought a spare. I have no luck with batteries, so 2 seconds. We'll swap over your battery to a new one. Change of ankle just because it's easier than trying to balance you on pillows. There we go. Charge that a bit later. But yeah. Forgot also. No, it's gone. Gonna head out with Rye tomorrow. He's got, oh god, these need a debubble. A bag of DVDs to take to CX, and he wants to get Ghost Rider on DVD, and there is a sequel, so he's gonna get those too. And then what else? Otherwise he's gonna go to the local hobby shop, get some bits him and his friend need, come back here, drop it off, and then he's going to town, so I'm gonna tag along with him. Saves me a bus fare. He's gonna go do the bits in CX, and then I'm gonna go to the library, photocopy my pattern pieces, and look at the books. And then he's going to go after the communal workshop and do my Sainsbury's return for me, because he is, you know, he's a good kid. And yeah, I will come back home and chill. One of his friends is coming down for the weekend, so they're going to go do bits. I'm not in the mood to socialise, so I'm not going to, because that is a realism. I do some pyjamas for my mum, but there's no rush, so I might do them another day, just so that I could just do my town bits and then head home. So yeah, I've only got so much energy in me, and I love my mum, but I don't want to overdo it, and she would tell me off for overdoing it. But yeah, let me show you my box. Look. Look how pretty all my tights look. And yeah, they're double layered, so, but it's easy enough to look in and find what ones I want. So, and then this goes over. Oh, doesn't quite close. Okay, might have to have a wiggle. So we got some better space, but either way, we'll get them in. Just might have to lay the top layer a bit flatter, but yeah, so there we go. Tights fit in the box, but there's my breakfast. I have had my meds, so there is that, but just feeling that little bit. Also, I am the colour of milk, so should be paling today. I would say my ears really hurt. You know when you do that little kid thing, you just want to pull your ears and do that, and yeah. I did take some cold and flu meds last night, because obviously they work on body aches and all the horrible bits, not just, you know, goob. Yeah, that did help a bit, so I might take some more of that. But I have great intentions today doing stuff. What I get done and what I'd like to get done and what I get done are two entirely different things. So yeah, so we will see, but for now I've ticked a few jobs off my list, which is really good. Yeah, just gonna take it easy and see where we get to, but Sylvie. I was a bit gutted about the jeans. I did like them and they were really nice, but you know when something just doesn't quite fit right, and I'm like, no, I just need to give up on jeans. The couple pairs of art jeans I've got are perfect. They're amazing, they fit wonderfully, I love them. Who knew that Shein jeans would be like my go-tos? But I need to stick to my funky elasticated waist trousers, to be fair. They work for me. And they're as multi-sized friendly as I seem to be multi-sizes, so I don't know, just tired and sore. Just a bit. If I were to describe myself today as an animal, I would be a blobfish. Just... what animal would you be today? On a completely random question. What animal would you be? While I'm here rocking the blobfish. My pasta nightie. It's so comfy though. But yeah. My room's a tip. It's a mess. There's stuff everywhere. I've got to do so much stuff. I've got to fold clothes, and there's a grubby pile of clothes right in the middle of my room, and I'm like, I should put that in the washing machine. I'm like, I'll go empty the radiators and take the washing load out of the washing machine, put that on the radiators, and then I could put the one that's on the floor in the machine. And then it probably will be my next job. Do a wash load, do that hideous train of jobs. It's never just one thing. So yeah. I tested his 3D printer yesterday while I was out with my bestie, because we ordered a power cable so we could test it and see if that was what was dead. It still didn't work. So yeah, we need to email the 3D printer people to say, look, I did this thing, it also didn't work, it's fucked. Thankfully it's got a year warranty it came with, so yeah, we will be, and me kept saying to Ryan, get rid of the box, we don't need it, no, we actually do now. So yeah, so he's got all the boxes and all the packaging, so if we need to send back the whole damn thing, we can. So yeah, we're going to see what options they send back, if they might send their own cord or bits. But apparently if it's quite often a cord and a little board, like little board in the printer head thing. It's like a little block with the nozzle on it. Yeah, really technical, aren't I? Yeah, apparently if it's a little board in there, the whole thing needs to go back. So yeah, that will be fun. I'm waiting on several parcels today. Really hoping they're going to be out for delivery soon, because they've got to go to my local every pickup. They tried Friday and they were full up, and they haven't tried again yet, and they've said they moved yesterday, now they're back in the local depot, so they might hopefully be out today / tomorrow, which would be nice. One of them was sent out 2 weeks ago. It's been such an arse to get that one. Yeah. What else? Oh, Wool Warehouse order coming. Got Wool to finish my aunt's Christmas jumper and my jumper. And I want to make some like gloves. I like to call them mittens, but they're not just fingerless gloves, but you know what I mean. What else? Oh, my Christmas t-shirts. They're coming from Spain. So yeah, they've come in via FedEx, which is pretty cool. Yeah, oh, and I've got a pair of trousers I got on Vinted that look like, to quote Rachel Maxey, you should follow her, you should go watch Rachel Maxey. She's like my escapism YouTuber. Cosplay, fantasy, all the fun things, and realistic, you know, floor troll and all the good stuff. I love her. In fact, it's only in recent times I had to stop being on the Patreon just while money things are being sorted, and then when money things get back, which is taking time, but we will get there. When that all gets sorted, I'll go back to being Patreon. It's like £5 a month. My mum bought me a year's worth, and then I carried on. That was my was it last year or the year before? My mum bought me a year's worth of Patreon. She just sent me the money. She was like, here is your Patreon money. So yeah, so she got me a year's worth of Patreon, which was really cool. And then I did most of this year, so yeah, but I will go back to it because I really like all the extra videos and all that. But yeah, again, I've lost my train of thought. The brain fog is real today. It's not a good day, is it? So I'm going to go redo these tights because they need to lay a little bit flatter on the top layer. And then I can put it away, and then yeah, just go do this level of take stuff off, take out the machine, put on the radiators, new wash load in, and then technically I've tidied a bit my bedroom floor. And then I think I'm going to sit back, eat my breakfast, and give myself a half an hour break because everything is hard work today, and I don't like that. But we're going to crack on, even if we do a little bit and come back and do a little bit and then come back, you know. It's just life. So yeah, no. But yeah, we're going to work on my room today. Going to get the floor cleared up, selling stuff more coordinated together. I've got to finish hanging up clothes. I'm just looking at down at my room what I need to do. There is a whole load of recyc, some DIY projects that need to be added to the DIY box, and there is a pile of stuff that just needs, it will clear a whole bit of my room just by putting shit away under my bed where it goes. So yeah, so do the washing, we'll have a little rest, I think, then we'll put all the shit away under my bed. That's another space cleared. And then we can work on clothes and shit. It's my least favourite bit, is folding and putting shit away. But hey ho, so I'll catch up with you a wee bit later when hopefully I can go look at my floor. But here is the before, here is the realism, okay? That's my now, okay? It's not great, but here we are being really fucking real. Yep, that's the state of my room right now. It has become the junk room again, so we're gonna fix that today. And yeah, find some floor, just so maybe, you know, the weekend I can whiz a hoover around the whole damn house. Yeah, hoover the floor and make it all nice, because then if I do that I can take pictures of all my vintage stuff, my beautifully nice clean floor, and you know, it's empty, so it's easy to go photograph wall, move it to one side, and then I've got all the stuff I need to then just sit, blob, and upload. No, don't picture. So yeah, so cool. I'll catch up with you once I've done a couple of them jobs, and we can, yeah, check in with each other. But we're gonna go sort tights out, do wash load, have a rest, and then we'll crack on with the next bit. So yeah, see you in a bit. Hello, the hair has been pinned back. It just was getting bigger and bigger. We have cracked on. I've had a nice video call with my mum, which was really cool. Got some bits done while I was chatting with her. Got to show her my bits I bought yesterday, show her pyjamas, offered to her the double of the pair of tights, and she said yes please, so that was cool. Yeah, I've made a real blast of the room. Flip you around while we're being realistic today. Handmade DIY clothing is what I'm going to call that. I'm going to get rid of... I know it's my first cardigan, but I think I'm going to get rid of it because I'm not going to wear it, but it was a great learner. There's some towels to put away and antique clothing I'll put away. In my drawers, the bottom one has got a load of fabric in I want to get out and put in the cupboard so I can put my DIY projects in there. That is all a bag of wool to go in the living room. That is a bag of wool to sell. That is fabric that's going to go in the bin behind it, which also has a bag of wool on it to sell. Ryan's bedding we're going to be putting on. A pile of books to go on my bookcase. All of this here is to go under my bed in its various storage places. We have hung clothes up. I have organised, there is a bag of Christmas for me and the boy and a bag of Christmas for my family. I've put all the tights in the tailor box. And yeah, so did a wash load from my room. That is finished. The heating is on. Literally just got a t-shirt like drying for 5 minutes. There's a tiniest little damp bit, it's not even wet, but it's going to dry that for 5 minutes and then I'm going to get wash load out, put that on the radiators. We are taking along the house at a pleasant 21 today because I am sore, I am a bit poorly, and my glands in my neck are screamingly sore. The back ones are horrible today. My ears were really sore last night, so yeah, I've definitely got a gremlin in the system, so we are being kind to ourselves. So yeah, so I've done that, you know, that's as far as I've got. I have had a break in there. Yeah, so all really cool, and I'm really pleased at how far I've got in my room. We have found so much space and put in so many things away that I organised before and just left to be piles. So yeah, and like new things that I got out recently, like this is a 2-second job, so I'll take my hat into the living room and I will just literally get a sewing needle and fix that one little loop and sew it in and it'll be done, and then I have that beautiful hat which I'll go put in my hat drawer. So that'll get done today. The jumpsuits I plan to turn into 2 pairs of trousers will get done, so I have them, and yeah, it's just, yeah, been nice working along, getting stuff done. Yeah, just putting things where they go really is the main thing. It wasn't super crazy and messy. I'm not doing a mass, you know, fuck it chuck it. I'm literally just where I've done piles of stuff going, that will go there and that will go there, and I haven't put it in its final place. I'm like, oh, we'll put that where it goes and we'll put that where it goes, and it's like, this is the world's easiest tidying up. So yeah, so I am really pleased at how quickly my room is coming together, and I already feel so much better for having so much space. Which is nice. So it will mean if I want to, I have the option of potentially sewing in my bedroom, so I can do some sewing and then I can lay down, and then I can do some sewing and then I can lay down. That will be very fancy for the weekend, because my sewing machine's set up on that little stool, and yeah, so I'm like, oh, we could potentially be particularly indulgent to do sewing coat and resting at the same time. So that is an option that may happen, and also then I can, yeah, get a hanger and like hang my coat nicely so it can drop. Not that there's much in it to need, you know, evening, it's not really circle coat, it is panelled. So but yeah, so I'm really pleased with how far it's going. I just have a shit ton of washing is the downside, but I am one person with one pair of hands and I can only do so much. So yeah, so we're working our way through, and obviously I don't have any access to my balcony to put anything outside, just to air dry it on like these dry chilly days where I could put a wash load out there, close the balcony door, let it air dry and then bring it in, and then if it was a tiny bit damp, chuck it on the radiators for 20 minutes, half an hour, just to finish drying things. You know, works really well, literally, and up until it gets really cold and it just stays wet all day, the clothes. So yeah, that is what I'm missing out on this year. But you know, at least, although it's shit timing, a bug came along so I could put the heating on, and it sounds silly, internally justify it because I don't feel well. I'm weird about the heating, it's just a thing. I'm getting better, Still not great. Yeah, you get more of my lovely background of my beautiful wallpaper. So yeah, stand you up there. There we go. And I've got my TV on, watching a bit of YouTube as I go. But yeah, I'm cracking through. I haven't even picked up my crochet yet today, which is quite impressive. But yeah, it is nice seeing all the bits of sewing projects, and I'm like, ooh, what can I do that? Ooh, that'll be cool. And my favourite one, I'm so looking forward to doing, is my tartan skirts from Paris. I really want to do these like crazy soon. So yeah, I think this may be my next one after my coat, is doing something with this, and I think the green one. But yeah, so because they're all clean, I washed them obviously and they're all ready to go. Yeah, so, and I do have, because there's these two from Paris, and then last year from Vintage I got this one. It is floor length though, so it's a bit longer in comparison, which is a lovely purple, but I'm not too sure on that one whether I'll maybe do something fun with it and do like a Orla from the Sewing Bee made a really cool skirt where it was like short on one, like short, but I'll do knee length, just above knee length, and then the long panel bit. And I'm thinking of using this, the fabric of this. Obviously I'll undo some of the pleats so it gives me more fabric, and doing that with this, giving it a long bit and then a short bit. So yeah, that is what I think I'm going to do with this, and make it its own skirt. And I've got this red one, pull this out. I have quite a few kilts. I went for a stage of just where I kept buying kilts. I think this was a vintage one or a charity shop one. I think this was a vintage one. This is a really cool red one. It's very Christmassy. But yeah, where I might play around and just move the buckles, maybe undo a pleat or two to make it a wearable, really fun skirt. Because I think this with a cardigan or a big jumper, big oversized jumper and some tights and boots would be really fun. So again, it's a fixing thing for that rather than a remake, but the other three I think are more remakes. You know, so yeah, so I am hoping to work on a whole load of that, because then I'll have a whole load more beautiful wool or wool, you know, part wool skirts for winter, which would be so lovely and pretty and comfy and cozy, you know, and colourful. It's the most important thing. So yeah, I can feel it today, and I can hear it really a lot in my voice. I am getting to the point of whacking the wall of so yeah, so I'm being really careful in what I'm doing, and I'm giving myself sit down breaks and even, you know, rest my head breaks. And yeah, I'm really not overdoing it, but it's just one of those days where it doesn't matter what you do, your body's going to perceive it as overdoing it. So yeah, but I think, yeah, the reality of what will happen now is, yeah, take the fabric out of the box, put all my upcycling projects in there so they're easily accessible, and now I've looked through them, they're renewed in my brain. I will put the books on the bookshelf, stuff under the bed, move the wall into the living room so I can deal with that, go through it on my stash, go through and de-stash kind of video I'm making. It's just taking its time, and yeah, and then put this wash load that's in the machine out, and then chuck another wash load in, so that'll be 3 wash loads done, and then I think I might be done for the day. But that's spectacular, because then I'll be able to show you an empty floor, of which we didn't start with this morning. A whole load of stuff organised nicely away, my vintage bags available, so I can put all the, I can start working on that this weekend to photograph things and get them uploaded. So yeah, that would be nice to get that going, because then that gives me a, you know, my bit of fun money back. And yeah, That would be nice. Or I might take it out and put it away as savings for holiday. Because if I sell stuff and then I'll transfer it in my bank, I'll take it out as cash and then put it away in like holiday fund. So I might do that. So then once it's put away, it's forgotten about, and it's stuff that old me / last week's me would have just taken to the charity shop, but I'm going to sell it because pennies are pennies. So yeah, new stuff I'm not selling, stuff I was handed down, like, and yeah, I don't know why certain bits can, when they've been in someone's house, smell like their house, and I'm just, yeah, it's a bit much for me. So that stuff's going to go to the charity shop, but all the stuff I've got, or I've got that was bought second hand or I've destashed, gonna sell. So yeah, that's all good. We're doing pretty good, you know. Living room's a bit of a tip, but it's just like surface scruffy. Ryan's got projects everywhere right now. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 to 8 projects just in the one bit of the living room. I'm counting the 3s taken out today, but still. And then yeah, there's this 3D printer currently in the living room because he uses the living room because it's got the big space and the top light, and it's easier for him to sort it in the living room. So yeah, so he's been using that, and yeah, it's just a lot of stuff in there. And then there's the Halloween box where I haven't done that yet, and yeah, I'm still don't know. It says a lot, but I think yeah, it's just I'm just really indecisive, and it's I know it's my anxiety, it's making me really indecisive, because that's what makes me not be able to be so independent as I once was, is my indecisiveness and my second guessing, and then I get worried and then I can't do it by myself, and yeah, it's a spiral. So, and actually I was chatting with my mum and I was saying, I think I said when I have my meds, because my sister popped to the dentist today for a check of something before she gets her bits done in November. She said, oh no, yeah, Soph's got her thing in 4th and you've got your thing on the 5th, your meds review. And I'm like, yeah. I said, actually I'm thinking of getting a asking about increasing, I said, both the anxiety and the depression meds, because my depression meds, I said, aren't bringing me up to neutral like they should. I said, they're not making all the way. I said, and my downs are really down. I said, and my anxiety meds just aren't touching right now because I just keep panicking and worrying and yeah, spiraling. And she's like, well yeah, and she said this is part of the downfall of the fact we're not people. It's something that's quite working. We will go straight to the doctor, you know, people go straight to the doctor, say this isn't right, blah, blah, blah. No, I'll happily just keep suffering quietly, and then when something says, how's this working for you, and I'm like, not great. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a weird family thing. My mum's the same. Yeah, it just goes back. It's just a thing. Yeah, so it's really fun. So, but getting there. But yeah, so I'm gonna get that sorted out when I speak to the doctor. But for now, I'm gonna enjoy my bit of a rest. And then yeah, it will do the wash load onto the radiators while they're warm. It's lovely and toasty in my house, I will say that. It's very, very nice. Also, my mum said she sat and watched the weekend vlog and she read your comments and she was so appreciative and loved them, and yeah, very, 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 very thankful. So yeah, so thank you for your lovely comments on my mum's beautiful, whimsical, you know, Alice in Wonderlandy house. I said how to describe it. I said Alice in Wonderland. I said because, you know, she went, well yeah, no, every room has a theme, and it, you know, none of them connect quite. So I'm gonna have a nice little break right now, and then yeah, wash load on radiators, put all this upcycling projects away in the drawer, move the fabric out, And yeah, then have another break and then crack on and put the stuff under the bed, bits on the bookcase, rubbish out, recycle out, and then we'll be all good, I think, and that will be my day. So yeah, we might wait I might do that, and then we will catch up a little while, because yeah, it's just that kind of day. But we're doing well, I think. My mum said, you're doing a lot for someone who feels crap. And I'm like, just, yeah, it said both me and Ron the same today. Said we feel rubbish enough, we know we feel ropey, but also we can't not do anything because we don't feel that rubbish. So, yeah, terminal busyness. But no, but for now I'm just going to flomp on my bed, press play on my YouTube and doom scroll smidgen, just because it seems a nice idea. I ordered Toothless a new bed for his cage because we left his rainbow one in the travel cage because it was just busted and being held in with zip ties, and it was really, really annoying to keep moving it, so I bought him a new bed. He's been sulking all week because he's had no bed. He sleeps on a stick, but he has no bed where he can go stand and shout, so we've ordered him a wooden one. So yeah, so the bird's getting a bed the next couple of days. So there we go. I'm going to go because I'm rambling now, and this is going to be one long vlog, so hope you enjoy it. See you later. Hello, happy afternoon. It is just gone 4 o'clock. I'm done for the day. Very good. But let me show you I'm going to show you from my bed. I don't want to get up, if I'm entirely honest. But we have a much clearer room. We'll ignore the end, but yeah. I have got, this is art supplies, the hat I'm gonna fix, rubbish, recycle, and the stack of books is still there. I haven't done that, and I haven't really touched that pile of stuff, but that's the vintage bags, bedding for rise bed, recycle, that'll go out with the bowls, that's my washing pile. Down here, we've cleared all the bits here, but this is the pile of fabric I'm going to keep. This is the pile of fabric I'm going to donate to the charity shop. My mum has got some velvet for her living room plans. I've put all the stuff under the bed. I've done 2 wash loads. I've put all my upcycling projects in their own box now. They've cooked for like 50 minutes. So I can finish them later. I have done jacket potatoes for dinner. I've put away all my clean clothes in my room. I've put away all of Ryan's clean clothes. Yeah. Been very productive. Done a lot of stuff. Bloody knackered now. So yeah, I am at the end of my day now. So literally I plan to, a bit later, probably Ryan isn't always the biggest fan of jacket potatoes. He's not a massive he doesn't really eat potatoes. So yeah. I've basically done myself jacket potatoes. And then probably one for lunch tomorrow. So yeah, so I will finish those off later when I do chicken burgers, and then yeah, grate some cheese, mix in that. Chicken and bacon sandwich filler from Tesco. So anyone's is good, but yeah, that and a jacket potato is really good. So yeah, so dinner is even prepped, which is nice. I went to go sort out the soup earlier, and you know when something, I'm not sure if it's because I've got a bit of a, you know, not normal sense of smell right now, but it just smelt gross. You know when you're like, I don't want to eat that. So I thought, why do I want to blend it to eat it? And yeah, so it's gone. I will try again next time. But yeah, I don't think I'm the biggest fan of pumpkin. Love to look at them, think they're adorable. I don't think I want to eat them. Even if it is a seasonal squash style pumpkin. So yeah, so tried. No, just not going to happen. Oh god, now I've said it, my nose is going to keep running in it. But yeah, so I'm pleased with the amount of stuff I've got done. Pleased with the washing I've got done. Done 2 out of 3 wash loads, which is cool, and I've prepped for the 3rd one. I just don't have it in me to do it today, but So a wash load of Ryan's clothes done and a wash load of my clothes done. So it means, yeah, I'll do some more tomorrow. So it's at least prepped ready to go for tomorrow. And yeah, I've just made loads and loads of space. And once I do a couple more small bits tomorrow, my room is pretty awesome to then crack on with vintage stuff this weekend. I know we were going to sew today, but I think I just needed to make a really good space somewhere. And actually, I just feel, until by my annoying sniffing, I apologise. If I was me, I'd punch myself. I hate sniffing. Sounds stupid. I hate sniffing. But yeah, reality is I just didn't feel grand enough to sew today. So yeah, but we got tomorrow, but Saturday, Sunday. There's no restrictions. It's just I would like my coat. So yeah. Oh, I need to get hanky so bad. I usually have one in my room and I don't. But yeah, so yeah, I think tomorrow we'll pop out with Rye. I already spoke to my mum and I'm like, I've got your pyjamas but I'm not bringing them around, no offence. I'm like, literally going to go do my few bits at home. So yeah, so, and actually as it is now, I've got the velvet and just got some ties. I'm like, another day. So yeah, but for now I'm going to go chill, relax, my crochet, because obviously I haven't been tidying, but I haven't been like doing fine dexterity things, so my hand is not in a bad condition. We'll ignore the clicks, but that's just me all the time. And yeah, so made a really good start. So if I want to do stuff and rest, I can. And also it means I can crack on with stuff like selling wool on Vinted, get that sold and out the house. It's going to be dirt cheap as well, just because, you know, space rather than its company, but money made on something that I would walk to the charity shop. So, you know, winning either way. I'm going to donate them the fabric, so they're getting something out of me. But yeah, the wool I'm going to sell, so there we go. But I need to go get myself a hanky for this nose, because it's going to really annoy me sniffing. So before it drips or runs, I'm going to say goodbye to you beautiful folks. Don't look too close in my nose. I know lots of you watch me on the TV, so we go a distance. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed joining me in trying to rediscover my bedroom floor. We've all had that kind of had to do it tidy. And yeah, I'll see you beautiful people tomorrow. And I'm going to do this now because I can feel my nose going. So I will catch up with you later. Bye.